Hello, so in this video we're going to look into how you can use the Canva on mobile phone. So you don't have to actually sit onto your laptop, or you don't have to actually have more kind of a formal device in your hand to do it. But with the use of your mobile phone, you can literally go in. So in example, if you want to design a Instagram poster or a post, you just go in and you search for it, and then what you do is you get a template. But if you don't want to use a template, like I don't want to, so I'm going to use a new one, and then I'm going to look for elements. So when you go down here, you can go to the elements, and then you can search for the things that you need to actually to put in. So in this case, because I'd quite like the blocks, the digital assets, so I'm going to use one or two of them, but we'll see. There is a lot of backwards and forwards when you're actually designing stuff, but the reason I like Canva is that it's easy, so you don't have much time, but you can quickly go in and design something that you can then revisit and change as well. Like here, I'm starting by writing it, that stay motivated. However, if I don't like it, I can just change that, and once I have added other assets. So let's see. So at the moment, well, it's not looking too bad, but I can't see it. Well, I quite like this one actually, where I'm going in and well, yeah, but I'm not sure whether I'm going to actually keep it. So in this case, I have animated both of it, so you can do the animation as well, going if you see the items and scrolling through it, you can also change the effects and all of that. But to be honest, I'm not sure whether I'm going to stay in like that. You can also reduce the transparency. What it will do is it's going to gradually make it lighter as you go along. So this is another thing that I quite like about Canva. Well, you can do all of these on Adobe. However, it takes time, and it's on Adobe, I think that main thing is that you have to be on a laptop to do it. So this is how you can also change the fonts. You can also increase the font or decrease it going down, but you can also change the color of the fonts if you quite not like it. At the moment, I'm trying to play with the positioning of it, but I'm not sure whether it's going. Yeah, well, I think I can do better than this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and find some of the motivational, maybe something is there already that I can use rather than creating. So because for the purpose of the video, of course, I'm trying to be a little bit quick. Well, yeah, you can do it. So that's one of the motivational statements. So rather than actually saying that stay motivated, can I actually build in some actions? And as I'm doing that, I'm realizing that the middle asset needs to be smaller and smaller. Maybe I have to combine some other colors as well in it. So I'm trying to change it by, well, I'm not still sure whether I like it or not. I'm going to go in and add some more of the thing. So some of the codes. So let's see what else we can find there. So if you expand, well, trust the process. I like this. But again, one of the thing around motivation is very much like the positive words that you are saying to yourself. Well, I'm not actually saying that, if you always say positive, it's going to be always be positive. But yeah, well, it's not the lucky girl syndrome that I'm talking about here anyway, guys, so I don't want to go into that debate. I just want to show you some of the stuff here. So again, believe in yourself. So as you can see that, it's quite easy, but as I'm adding them, I thought stay motivated is kind of a bit like too much. It's like, yeah, it's a very old way of saying stay motivated. I don't want to do that. Well, own your power. I like that. Yes, own your power. Yeah. Well, let me find some more of it. These are color. When you mix the, do it yourself. Do it for yourself. not do it yourself. I'm not talking about DIY. I'm talking it DIFY. Do it for yourself. Okay? Good. So that looks good. And then of course when you are going in, you can see some more. I quite like that hand there, but I don't think, well, now. Okay. So I think I'm going to add some logos. So I'll add one of the logos that I, of course, use for my project. It's my research project, which is building resilience in children while I work with schools. But I quite like the logo. And the logo, when I'm positioning it, I think that what I need is also remove the background of the logo so it blends in. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm kind of removing the background now. So it's working. So once it removes the background, what happens is that, of course, the logo and the words stay. So as you can see it now, it's the logo and the words. So I'm going to drag that down a bit. Maybe not there. No, not very sure. Taking a while to kind of think about it, but I'll drag it, make it smaller. Yeah, it looks nice. I've taken off the background of the roadblocks, putting them in, but it's looking quite empty, isn't it? So I'm going to still go back to the roadblocks to be sure. I quite like their assets. So I'm going to go back and search for it. And then, of course, once we find that, we can add some of the colorful ones. So let's see. Yeah, so this one is quite good. Let me add that. So that's quite prominent, isn't it? Now what I want to do is I want to have a, like an overlap thing, as you can see here. Well, I don't want to make it like a maze, but something that's directional, something that's new. Oh, well, they've got a lot of these assets, but I don't think it will serve the purpose. No. I like that one, the video one, but no, I'm not going to use that. Yeah, I quite like that one. Yeah, that's great. You know what, when you're actually using that, the colors, now this is the thing. This is where you have to think about the measurements a little bit. Well, the good thing is that for here, you don't have to literally measure, but it takes a while to kind of align, realign, and all of that. But something should come up now. Yeah, I think another corner black box would have been good as well. Not the car black box, of course, but yeah. Anyway, so let's see. Yeah, it's working actually. Well, it's looking good. Yeah. That's nice. So I'll change some of the colors, particularly for the writing, because I think the writing, most of them are quite vibrant, but this one is a little bit less vibrant. So I'm going to change that actually. And yeah, so let me just go back, because sometimes you can't see the changes happening. So what you have to do is you have to go back and reopen it. So once you log in, you can simply do it, because you will see that it's being saved, so you don't have to worry about it. Okay, so this looks good. So it's now, because I've added a little bit of, have I added any motions here? Yes, not yet, but if I do that, then it will be more of a video format. You can download this as a Instagram post for something like, well, it looks to, it will take a little bit longer to make it more nicer, more catchy for Instagram. I'm not saying that, this is ideal to post, but what I'm saying is that this is how you go through the thought process, and this is how you actually choose the assets, and then you think, well, is it working, is it not working, can I make it better? And that's all about post editing. Once you have got the things, items on, as you can see, I'm not actually adding the animations, and they're looking quite good. So once I am adding the animations, what you can see is that if you play it, of course, it's going to play as a video, as a GIF, whichever way you want to save it. So that's quite nice. And then of course, if you want to add more, so say for example, this time I want to add a template, straight away to say thank you to our audience. And possibly I'm going to now think about, okay, if I'm doing it as a video, am I going to use that as a reel? Now, if you, as you saw just now, if you actually directly add the template, it's going to actually save on the work that you have done. Well, what you have to do is move and add a page, then you go and add the template. Okay. And now it can be downloaded. So that's what I'm trying to do. So I'm trying to download that as, you can download it as a JPEG, but because I've got animation and all of that, so I'm going to add this as a video. I'm going to download this as a MP4. And then you can save it, and then of course what you can do is it's being saved to your camera roll. So that's it really. So thank you very much indeed for watching this, and I hope that it gives you a little idea of what can be done with Canva, and without spending too much of time, because that time is quite precious. When you're trying to design the content, you have to think about how quickly you can do. Now, if after the thank you one, I want to add something around subscription, so BRIC, so I'll invite people to actually subscribe to BRIC, and if I am inviting people to do that, I have to think about, okay, so I've got other social media platforms where BRIC has got a page, so I need to actually keep our audience informed, saying that, well, this is what where we are. You can find us on Facebook, you can find us on Instagram, but you can also subscribe for the content on YouTube. And that's what we are actually doing here. So as you scroll down and look at it, you will see that there is a lot going on there. And of course, I've got some of my previous works there. And so I'm going to choose a little from there and see, well, some of the things have been saved in my local storage on the phone. So let me just check. Okay, so I'm going to still do a little bit of a forward backwards so that things just go in the back. Okay, so I've found that. Now well, I'm going to actually now look and so I've copy pasted the logo, but the logo doesn't look very nice here, isn't it? So I have to add something in the background to make it more prominent. So I'm again going to go into the elements, and I'm going to choose a circle or something, of a different color, and then I'm going to put that in the background. So you can either drag it and do it that way, or you can drag the circle, take it there, and then you click and send it backwards. So if you send backward, then what will happen, that the logo will come. It's still not prominent, so what I'm going to do is change the color. Yeah, so it's much more prominent, isn't it? So now I have to adjust the size of the circle so that it fits in, and that's what I'm doing at the moment. So as you can see, right, okay, that's great. Okay, yeah, that's great. So what else do I need to add? I need to add the logos for the social media. So I'm going to search for the logos, Facebook and Instagram. That's what I'm going to add, because we have got those. Yeah, so I'm going to go and take it well, no, the top. I'll just keep it on the top. Yeah. And then I'm going to look for the Instagram. There are many, but I like the front one, you know, the first one, sorry. Yeah, so it's looking nice now. So it's quite clear that we are on Facebook and Instagram, and now comes the YouTube. Okay, so I would like the round YouTube one. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I take it down, put it here. Great. It's looking great, but maybe I'll have to adjust the bell icon and also drag the writing down a bit. Yeah, well, this does look good. So I'm going to play once to see how it's going. So let's see. Let's play the video now. Yeah. Yeah, it's working. Well, it's not that difficult, isn't it? Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next content soon. Thank you. Bye.